is very cool, but it's not 5D. I think it's important for people to understand dimensions because there's some spiritual aspect to it. This explanation is a little bit sciencey, but it will help people think a little bit deeper about dimensions. Now let's go find something that I can draw on. The ground is frozen solid. Okay, we found a place. Okay, so what is 1D? If you lived in one dimension, you'd only be able to travel in just one line. This will be your world, just back and forth. Now in 2 dimensions, we're adding a second measurement. And now you can travel in this plane, and that's 2 dimensions. We live in 3 dimensions, and there's another measurement added, which is length. Another dimension, which is depth. So if you picture this as a cube, we live in a world that has 3 dimensions, so we have measurement of volume. That's why in a 3-dimensional world, we can travel within this space. But interestingly, in our 3-dimensional world, we can only see in 2 dimensions. But that's another topic for discussion. But in the 4th dimension, which humans cannot visualize, because we live in a 3D world and can only see in 2D. The 4th dimension is purely mathematical. And the best depiction I can find online is this. So what is this? It's like 2 boxes having sex. But this is a visual depiction of the 4th dimension, based on mathematical calculations. The 4th dimension is a change that we are observing. But if we stop the image at any given point, it really is just 3D. So some people might say that the 4th dimension is time. But the problem is that time isn't spatial, it can't be measured. So you might say, well, you can measure time with a stopwatch, which is not really true because it's very arbitrary when you start. If you're looking at a stopwatch, you're really just measuring mechanical change. So it's not really measuring time. So if you think about it, we're limited to seeing the 4th dimension by the limitation of time. So if you were living in the 4th dimension, you would truly see 3D because you're no longer limited by time. And therefore, for you to see in 4D, you would have to be in the 5th dimension. So no, humans cannot experience 5D yet.